playoffs. No LeBron, Anthony Davis there, though. Los Angeles finds itself in Portland. Loser falls to 7th in the West. Winner claims any future tiebreaker. First quarter, Damian Lillard. Oh, Big Sky. Blazers up 12. Lillard had 10 in the first. Lillard changing gears. Didn't you do a car commercial with Lillard, Stan?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he changed gears like he was an automobile right there by Gasol. 19 in the first half. Davis gets around Robert Covington. He had 14 in the first half. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The Pope working Fridays. Down just 4 at the break after trailing by 14. Third quarter, Davis, ball in the paint. If that was down here, it'd be a West LA fadeaway. It's a fadeaway for Davis, who had 36 points and 12 rebounds. Davis, top of the key, man. Big man can do that. That's sweet with Covington in his face. Let's get back to Lillard, though. Dame, he's good. Blazers down 1. Under 2 to play in the third, still 1. Lillard gets Davis on him and just blows by him. There it is, shifting gears again. Blazers led by 4 as we head into the 4th. Still up 4 with 6 to play. And Lillard channeling his inner Billy Ray Bates. Rip City, baby. Blazers up 7. Davis, the two-man game with Caldwell-Pope. Big fella can do that again. Covington comes out on him. Davis does not care. Lillard had 38 and took just 18 shots. That's efficient. Blazers back up by 7. Still in the 4th. Lakers down 3 with 43 seconds to play. Kyle Kuzma, awful night shooting. 2 of 11, 0 for 6 from 3. Leaves that short. Lillard, loose ball, and he's fouled. The Blazers, 20 of 20.
28, 10 games over 500. High water mark for the season.
Y'all telling me the Lakers can't lose 5 games in a row without AD and LeBron?
Still, look, 37 and 29. They'd be 37 and 34. Then you got to hope San Antonio have to run the table.
Or if they played the Lakers 5 times, they could run the table.
Would still, so they're going to be in. They're going to be in there somewhere. But that's a big game with Portland tomorrow night. And again, if you're without AD and you're without LeBron.
Well, listen, first of all, let's get one thing. Portland going to kill them tomorrow. Going to beat them like they stole something.
And that's going to be for the season series because they are tied at a game apiece. Talking to Rondo as we were after the game. Who was like him in your careers? A player like that with that kind of
Mo Cheeks, he said it.
Mo Cheeks for you?
Cheeks.
I don't.
The understanding of winning basketball?
No, I wasn't. No disrespect to Maurice. I'm trying to be honest.
Okay. You don't think he was that good? You don't think Mo is as good as Rondo then?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I think they're both Hall of Fame players.
Well, Maurice is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I said they're both.
But I'm saying, like, he's unique.
Because Mo wasn't a great shooter, and you backed off.
What I'm saying though, but this guy,
somebody who brought it into the locker room and was that kind of a guy.
He played with him.
I had a guy, but only had him for 1 year.
Who's that?
His name was Scotty Skiles.
Yeah.
Scotty Skiles was like that. Very serious. Knew how to keep people involved. Could also take over a game, without even scoring. I remember watching one time, I think it was a game of TNT, he had 36 assists. He was just getting guys involved. So to answer your question, Scott Skiles would probably be the only guy.
I would add Muggsy Bogues to that. Like a guy who could, dominate a game without scoring the basketball. He was one of the smaller players that ever played in the game, 5'3", but his ability to defend, you had to change everything you do offensively against Muggsy, and then his ability to just find people and people back off him and couldn't guard him. Yeah. Very similar to Muggsy.
Yeah, and Rondo brings, but the Rondo element on that he talks about, communication.
He's not a guard. But I would say Bobby Jones. Well, a guy, when you watch the game, you don't realize all the stuff he did until you look at the stat sheet after the game.
Yeah, he's talking about the it factor.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying
that influence.
Like I say, for me, watching Bobby Jones and playing with Bobby Jones, just watching the game, he makes winning basketball plays, which is the question you asked me. Like a guy who just makes winning plays. Dan Marley was like that.
What is wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with you, man?
Because you start, he always tells me it's actually like you
Chuck,
start out
stop
right
it.
and then you start
Chuck,
going
Bobby
down
Jones,
the list
just
of
leave it there.
names. He's like, you start going down the list.
Why are you
Rondo and Marley, come on.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, thank you.
You know, Dan Marley was a hell of a player.
I'm not saying but they're not the same.
They're not the
I'm
same.
talking about guys who just make winning plays. Was Ernie's question.
Okay.
First of all, Richard
I'm gonna
Petty.
ask V-Max that.
Petty White.
Oh, it ain't no Richard.
Why
Petty.
do you
Stop it.
have to be petty all the time?
Stop it.
There's other. Hey, there's other good players than you.
Listen.
There's other good players than you.
We all know you went to Auburn University, but answer the damn question when Ernie asked.
I answered the
Rondo and
question.
Marley is not the same category.
Hey,
Shut
listen,
the hell up.
hey,
No, they're
listen,
not.
man.
Stop it.
Stop
it. They're not. They're not.
I have a
There's
wonderful
other
idea.
players.
They're not.
Hey,
Rondo,
man.
Hey,
why
look,
are you so
I like
petty?
Dan, but they're not in the
Hey,
same category.
why are you so petty?
Listen, just because you lie.
Let me give you an example.
No.
Hey, Ern, I'll give you a better example. Right now, Chris Paul.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Very good.
Okay.
And now,
And what did you think ended up being the difference down the stretch?
That's what we faced. I mean, we competed, we fought. Toward the end, it was just some mental mistakes that beat us. Didn't have to foul. We got to foul that last one, the AC foul Dane, the 10-second difference. So they had to be down 3. They had to shoot the ball, rebound, one possession game. And then, the one we had to stop, the block on Nurkic, fast break. Maybe Cool could have got the 2, down 1. When we were down 3, he got the layup in. We've been down 1, especially if he was struggling. But then again, I mean, good shooter. It was a tough play in between. Guy, didn't shoot it well tonight. Wide open look. It's a good shot, layup, probably the right play, but we're living with him shooting the ball. It's tough, man. It's a tough loss for us. Position we're in, we wanted to get that one. Competed, we fought. So just some plays down the stretch and throughout the game that hurt us.
AD, it was your first time playing extended minutes up to 39. You had mentioned the other night getting up to 34. Was a good thing for you as you get back to full speed? Obviously, your scoring was there tonight. How close are you starting to feel to being like yourself with the season, fast ending?
I feel good. Put me on the floor. I'm going to try to do as much as I can to help the team win. I feel like I'm getting my legs back under me, getting the rhythm. So I think the minutes might get back, extended. Then also some of that too, I didn't play last night, so I had a little bit more juice.
Kyle.
AD, there were some just weird plays in this game where Kyle had the offensive interference. I think with 4 minutes left, you had the dunk that somehow came out. I was just wondering what your reaction was to some of those plays where it looked like the ball was through and in, and it just didn't count.
Yeah, it happened a couple times. I mean, I had the jump hook that was down, came out, then a 3 that was down that came out. But I think the Kuz tip back was a legal play. I was coming out. I mean, the officials on the other side of the floor, so it was a tough call for him. But I think it was coming out on that left side, and he was made a great play for the tip in it. Then with Donga, I thought it was a foul, a lot of contact, but it still was down. And then I just seen it pop back out. So I don't know. It's a weird play. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Those 2 plays didn't cost us the game, but it's 2 plays that we wish that we could have had for sure.
Dave.
Eddie, I know you told us last night that maybe this team could benefit from extra games. So if you play in the play-in, so be it. But are weird plays like that a reminder of what can happen if it comes down to one game? Like all the weird little things that could affect the outcome versus, over the course of a 7-game series, maybe those things would even out.
Well, I mean, plays like that happen in the game. And it can dictate the game for sure. But like I say, those plays didn't cost us the game. We had a lot of other plays throughout the course of the game that, we broke down on both ends of the floor. So, I mean, as for sure, those plays can cost us the game, but it's the other things that we can't control. The mental mistakes that we've done and the breakdown that we had on both ends of the floor that can really cost you the game.
All right, last two questions. Dan?
AD, I think kind of a two-part question. I mean, you guys had the 8 turnovers in the first quarter and then played clean in the second and third. I think it was 6, maybe more in the fourth. What kind of changed there? And then what was the on-court communication like in that last minute when it came to fouling? Was that something that was talked about and just mistakes were made? Kind of take me through that.
We just try to protect the ball. We had 8 in the first quarter, and they got out to that lead. And when we able to take care of the ball, we can get shots at the rim every time and get good looks. I know it was a tough play. I mean, obviously when you're in the heat of the moment, bench yelling, "Don't foul." There's just a lot going on, for a player. And sometimes you don't hear the don't. You get a foul, especially when you're down, clock running. We just got to be smarter in those situations. Maybe we communicated on at the timeout on a free throw line or something, or we just know it's on me. I got to let the players know. But it was a funky situation. We can do about it now, but, learn from it. Tell the guys when we in those situations again how to handle it. And get right for the next time that that it happens if it happens. So, like I say, it's a tough play. We would have for sure got another shot at the ball with if they missed with one possession game. Of course, the game we see how to learn from it.
Last question, Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Anthony. You guys seem like you really found some momentum in the second quarter. What happened? What was talked about between the first and second quarters that got you guys going and kind of got you guys in that fighting stance?
We fight. Stop turning the ball over. But, our thing was, we can't allow them to outplay us. And we got to keep fighting, keep trying to basketball, keep playing together. And we were able to do that the next 3 quarters. Dame got some clean looks, but so we just keep battling. We battle hard tonight and compete tonight. Like I said, it's a tough one, to swallow for sure, but we got to keep competing, and that's what we did all night. Just compete. Like I said, it was some plays that we wish we could have got back.